everyone, Summerhill Cinema 700 here with a video today celebrating 30 years of one of my favorite film sequels, Predator 2. Uh, yeah, so this film came out 30 years ago, and it actually came out this month in 1990. I think came out November 21st, 1990. So I thought I'd do a video, kind of like a retrospective video, just talking about how much I love this sequel to the original Predator, and also talk about apparently there's a new Predator movie coming out eventually. So talk about that a little bit, but it's really confusing because there's a whole bunch of new shit here to read. But nonetheless, yeah, 30 years ago, believe it or not, Predator 2 came out. I just did a video a few days ago celebrating 30 years of it. And in 1990 was, there's a lot of great action films. We had like the Steven Seagal, like Marked for Death, and I think Hard to Kill, I think was also 1990, and tons of great like action sequels. We had RoboCop 2, Die Hard 2, Predator 2, and yeah, just a ton of other just action flicks in general. It was a great year for film, in my opinion. But yeah, and I just watched Predator 2 a couple days ago again, and I have so much fun every time I watch it, and I always love the way that they did the first film in the jungle, and then we go from jungle to city. I love that. And a lot of people complain that Arnold wasn't in it, but I could care less. I mean, I love Arnold. Absolutely love Arnold. But Danny Glover, I couldn't see Arnold replacing him in that role in the city. I don't know. Danny Glover just did a great job, in my opinion. And I loved his character in that film. So, yeah, some people don't like Predator 2. I absolutely love it. Again, mainly because of that idea how they go from the jungle to the city. It would have been really cool if they had done it in New York City, and I think that actually, I don't know if I read this somewhere, maybe it might have been a different film, but I think they wanted to film it there, but they didn't have the budget or something, or they weren't allowed. I don't know, I might be wrong about that, but they ended up filming it in Los Angeles, which worked very well. I loved the LA scenery in this film, but it would have been cool to do it in New York. And one of the other reasons I think they wanted to do it in New York is because, on the poster of Predator 2, which I'll show quickly right now. You can see that it looks like he's standing on the Chrysler building, because the Chrysler building has those metal eagles that stick out, so it's like they were almost trying to replicate that. I don't know if that's an actual building in Los Angeles, but it looked like the Chrysler building, at least those eagles sticking out of the side. So the poster, it's kind of confusing because you think it's set in New York when you see that, which would have been really cool, but LA worked fine in my opinion. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Predator 2, so I just want to know what you guys think about it. And it's cool too because like NECA, has some like Predator 2 action figures. They have another one coming out, I think, early next year. It's like a Predator 2 battle damaged Predator. But anyway, so love Predator 2, 30 years of Predator 2. Great sequel in my opinion. I want to know what you think about it, so let me know in the comments down below. Now on to the other news, which is apparently there's a new Predator movie coming out. And this is interesting because there's some new stuff here too that I haven't seen yet. But I heard two rumors. One was that the next Predator film was going to take place in the past. Like, I don't know when, maybe hundreds of years ago. It was cool because, at the end of Predator 2, when one of the Predator's hand throws Danny Glover that musket, or that that little pistol. The name's blanking me right now, but that little fucking black powder pistol. Pirate pistol, right? Throws it over to him, and you see the date on it, 1700s. So it'd be really cool if they had a Predator movie that took place back in the 1700s, the pirates or something. That would have been really cool. So that would be a really neat idea. And then the other thing that I heard was that Arnold Schwarzenegger was going to be possibly coming back in this movie too, which would be cool. What I would like to see is, I love the idea of having it in the past. If they did that, that'd be really cool to see, with like these like native tribes and stuff like that. But the other thing that I would like to see, if Arnold came back, it would be really cool, in my opinion, to see Danny Glover come back too, and the two of them work together to take out the Predator. I think that would be a really clever idea, and it would be definitely entertaining. And it would just be interesting to see the chemistry between those two in a Predator film. That'd be really interesting. But I'm just looking at this thing now. It says Oh, and the one thing though that's disappointing, because I guess Disney owns 20th Century Fox, I believe, who are the ones responsible for the Predator franchise now. So Disney's going to be doing it, which could be a complete fucking disaster. Because if you know me, I completely despise Disney. I think they're garbage. I didn't used to think that as much, but with their whole, the thing that did it for me is the refusing to release the original theatrical versions of Star Wars. That was the first thing that did it for me. But even worse than that is just their complete disregard for physical media and just basically trying to flush it down the toilet and bring in just digital streaming and just digital services, which if you know anything about digital services, you don't actually own the films when you stream them. Even if you buy a movie on iTunes or whatever, you don't own it. You absolutely do not own it. It can go away at any time. They can take it away. But we won't rant too much about that, but I completely fucking hate Disney's guts. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see. What a positive video. It'll be interesting to see what they do with this, because they could completely ruin it. And after I saw that, Disney's name on it, I might not even watch it, honestly. However, if they do that, where they go back to the past, or they bring in Arnold, even if it's just Arnold and not Danny, I'll still watch it. But what I'm reading here today is it says apparently the announcement of the film was supposed to be a surprise, and the director's mad that somehow it was leaked or something. Predator 5 was meant to be a surprise release for years in the making. A new Predator movie is on the way from director Dan Trachtenberg, who has revealed the project was originally meant to be a surprise. It was recently announced that a fifth Predator movie is on the way from the 10 Cloverfield Lane director. That's who it is, Dan Trachtenberg. Probably pronouncing that wrong, but however, Trachtenberg revealed that this is not how the project was supposed to be unveiled. This was meant to be a surprise, Trachtenberg wrote on Twitter in response to news about the movie's existence. Been working on this for almost 4 years now. I'm very sad that what we had in store for how you could discover this movie will no longer happen. It's a bummer, but also yay. Okay. So I guess somebody leaked that this film is coming out. I have no idea. Trachtenberg will be directing this new Predator movie, which, with a screenplay by Patrick Aisen, with details on the film's plot remain under wraps. It is reported that the new Predator will not tie back to 2018's The Predator. I did a review on 2018 The Predator. It was okay. It was pretty bad, actually. Way too much tongue-in-cheek, way too much humor. Didn't like any of the characters pretty much at all in that film. Seeing the Predator was pretty cool. Having that super giant Predator I thought was just retarded. I disliked much more of it than I liked. I had a review on that back, I think, in 2018 when it came out. You can go watch that if you want. But anyways, the 2018 won't tie back to 2018's The Predator, which was directed by Shane Black. This new installment will also be the first to be produced under Disney, which purchased Predator distributor 20th Century Fox in 2019. So again, it'll be interesting to see what they do. The Predator franchise, okay, this is just going on about the history that you all know already about that. But it'll be really bizarre because having Disney do that, they want everything to be not only, not very violent, they want to take violence out of films, to appeal more to children so that they can market it for their products because they're greedy bastards. And also, making everything politically correct, which is also, in my opinion, fucking ridiculous. So they don't offend people, which is absolutely ridiculous. It's cinema. It's a fantasy world. I don't think that there should be any barriers when it comes to films. Unless you're, hurting children or something like that. That's where I draw the line. But besides that, it's cinema, it's a fantasy world, it's supposed to be entertainment, But again, I don't want this to turn into a rant, but I'm not a fan of Disney, as you can probably tell. But it will be interesting to see what they do. I kind of lied before when I said I won't see it. I will end up seeing it because, I love the Predator movies. Well, really, I love Predator and Predator 2. Predators, the third movie, was okay. It was okay. I liked the idea that they went to a different planet. I thought that was a clever idea, but there was a lot that I didn't like about it too. But it was definitely better than the 2018 film. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with this. Maybe we'll get a trailer at some point here. Um, See if there's any more information. But that's basically all there is to say. So let me know what you think about that. What do you like the idea of? Would you rather the film be set back in time, or would you rather the film, be in modern times but have Arnold? Or do you like my idea of having Arnold and Danny Glover both in the film? Let me know what you think about that idea. I think it'd be pretty cool. So that's pretty much all there is to say about the Predator. Again, it'll be interesting to see what they do with it. Stay tuned. We got lots of cool videos coming soon. So thank you very much for watching this video, and happy 30th anniversary to Predator 2. All right, everyone. Have a great day.